Working for Freedom One Life was an opportunity I couldn't refuse. It was the type of job I'd always wanted to get involved in, especially one with such a great backstory to it, with an inspirational founder who was trying to revolutionise a stagnant marketplace with something really quite innovative, which is going to benefit that user group considerably and allowed people to live the lives they choose.
I started Freedom One Life because I am a powered wheelchair user. I've never had a chair that could keep up with my life, with work and travel. I always had breakdowns and problems in the UK and around the world. And when you rely on a powered chair for your everyday life, when it breaks, basically your entire life has to stop until you get it fixed, which can sometimes take weeks or months depending on the problem. And every single person I spoke to who owned a power chair had the exact same problem and this fear around what might happen to the chair. So I started this company to create a more reliable, more dependable product that people have a lot more trust in. SOLIDWORKS has enabled us to take the chair from very basic concept prototypes all the way to a market-ready product.
The Startup Program is an excellent opportunity for startup businesses in general. Money can be a limiting resource for a startup business. The Startup Program takes that pressure away and allows you to get that first year runway in product development. Get your product, probably, depending on what it is, 80–90% developed, the bulk of it, which in turn will either allow you to get to market perhaps, or find other funding mechanisms to allow you to obtain that license for the following year. Filled in the application, and before we knew it, we had the full SOLIDWORKS suite that we would need to develop our product. Our chair has our own custom lithium battery, which offers at least 4 times the range of every other chair on the market. With higher torque, you can climb curbs much easier, you can go up hills with no problem. Obstacles that a lot of power chair users would avoid naturally because they would deem it as being maybe too risky. We've got a power seating system, which allows for the user to lift to a social height. We also have an onboard charger. So we've also designed around transportability. So our chair is 30% lighter than like-for-like chairs on the market. Another package which was extremely important to us was simulation. We used that on several occasions to validate components before either prototyping them to save cost or before testing them. As part of the mechanical testing of any electric wheelchair that is going to be used as a seat in a vehicle, the chair needs to pass the difficult crash test. FEA became a very valuable tool to us when developing the tie-down points, the anchor points for the chair that would attach it to the sled. Nice to say that we passed that test first time, and that was one of the most difficult tests we'd have to conquer. Slightly further down the timeline, we introduced Composer. We use Composer predominantly to produce supporting images for our user manual. SOLIDWORKS provides a great starting point for any digital renders that we need to put together, which could be used for customer facing the website. Great marketing tool. Our reseller, TMS, they helped us in a number of ways. Firstly, when it came to installing the software and downloading the files, they guided us through that process smooth and easily. Beyond that point, if ever we had any technical issues, TMS were always on hand to guide us through those problems, and were very quick and effective in giving us solutions to minimise downtime. I would definitely recommend the Startup Program to other entrepreneurs. In my opinion, SOLIDWORKS is the best CAD package on the market, especially for mechanical products. So for me, it's the only option.
Our next vision is to make a more affordable power chair for the lower end of the market. which will cost around £5,000, and that will be a much higher volume and lower price model for people that use a poultry but they don't need it all the time. So it's more like a portable version. Other than that, I see Freedom Online becoming like a market leader in innovative products for mobility and disability.